Your patience is rewarded.
An archangel who inhabited Innistrad became a symbol of protection, providing the humans of the plane with the strength and faith to fight for their survival. Eventually, the angel would become conflicted and ultimately disgusted with humanity, decreeing their genocide. This is the exploration of AVACYN. The vampire planeswalker Sorin created AVACYN and tasked her with protecting the plane of Innistrad. Through her, the magic of faith would create the power to fend off darkness. Because of her protection over the plane, AVACYN would be worshipped, eventually creating the Church of AVACYN. Sorin's creation can sometimes be seen as selfishness, as AVACYN was created to ultimately benefit the vampire population of Innistrad. Should humans become extinct at the hands of vampires and werewolves, vampires would resort to cannibalism, eventually eradicating their own race. The creation of AVACYN was not intended to bring everlasting peace, but Sorin had hoped AVACYN's divine intervention would bring an equilibrium to the plane. Sorin left Innistrad confident that the system would maintain without his presence thanks to AVACYN. The scales would soon tip, the balance disrupted, when the demon Griselbrand defiantly came to the Hellvault and challenged AVACYN to combat. AVACYN's inner circle, including the Lunarch Mikaeus, witnessed the two battle for days. In a desperation maneuver, AVACYN used all of her remaining strength to drive Griselbrand into the Hellvault. Griselbrand retaliated, throwing his spear and impaling AVACYN. Her binding spell backlashed as she was impaled, drawing AVACYN into the Hellvault along with Griselbrand. AVACYN was now imprisoned within the Hellvault, alongside every other demon trapped within. Mikaeus, witnessing the imprisonment, he assured the humans of Innistrad that the Archangel was still among them to avoid mass panic. Their faith still provided power, and Mikaeus believed as long as people had faith, their weapons and power would not falter. In the absence of AVACYN, the Church's power began to wane, and the evil of Innistrad sought to take more power. The Stitcher Geralf and his sister Gissa desired the city of Thraben. The two would wage an unholy siege upon the city's walls. During the chaos of the siege, Geralf would sneak off to the central cathedral where Mikaeus was holding out. Mikaeus would answer a knock on his door, where Geralf was waiting, assaulting Mikaeus with a letter opener, fatally stabbing him and carving out Mikaeus' heart. But as their ghoul army fell, Gissa and Geralf retreated. The two would stumble across a young necromancer who was seeking Mikaeus to learn where Griselbrand may be currently located. The necromancer is better known as the Planeswalker Liliana Vess. Liliana convinced Geralf to tell her about his triumph over Mikaeus, leading her to the body of Mikaeus, where she was able to resurrect him as a zombie. Liliana discovered Griselbrand was imprisoned in the Hellvault, but was powerless to free him. She wove a spell upon the Hellvault and gave a choice to the Cathar Thalia. The spell would either destroy the Hellvault or kill the soldiers who fought alongside Thalia. The difficult decision was made to destroy the Hellvault in order to save her own soldiers. When the Hellvault was destroyed, the demons and AVACYN were freed from the Hellvault, restoring mankind's defenses against the darkness. With AVACYN returning to the plane, the people of the remote village of Gatstaff appealed AVACYN for aid in breaking the lycanthropic curse. AVACYN was unable to break the curse, as the curse mingles the human spirit with the spirit of the wild, and the wild spirit could not be destroyed without also destroying the werewolf's humanity, which she was sworn to protect. There was an alternative solution, however. If the curse promised to serve as guardians of humanity, she could transform them into Wolfir. The lycanthropes accepted the offer. A time of peace and prosperity for the humans of Innistrad lasted for roughly a year. Approaching the end of the year's harvest moon, a village outcast, Kels, prayed for AVACYN's help in finding her son, last seen in the woods. AVACYN rescued the child, only to be attacked by a spell that gave her a vision of Nahiri's work and invaded her mind with strange thoughts, claiming mankind was corrupted and irredeemable. During this event, Kels was possessed by rage and punished her child. The punishment of the child combined with the strange thoughts caused AVACYN to feel a great sense of disgust towards humans. The new Lunarch that replaced Mikaeus felt insecure about AVACYN's deity status, requesting evidence of her power. AVACYN responded by verbally abusing the Lunarch, causing him to urinate himself and faint. A physical transformation of AVACYN began to occur, as black trimmings began to invade her irises. Months later, AVACYN's eyes were now completely black, and her spear shifted into a more menacing weapon. She visited the house of Sigarda alongside Bruna and Gisela, advocating a genocidal solution for the plague of humanity. Sigarda remained unconvinced, but Bruna and Gisela had already fully given in to the madness. AVACYN blew up Sigarda's roof and issued veiled threats should she not collaborate. At the end of the Hunter's Moon, AVACYN returned to the village where Kels lived, commanding a flight of angels to attack the town. The town's inhabitants were slaughtered by beams of light. Kels ordered her son to run away, further angering AVACYN, who burned Kels with a stunning beam of light. AVACYN continued the attack on the town, soothed by whispers emanating from the moon. At the Thraben Cathedral, Jace and Tamio attempted to restrain AVACYN. AVACYN overpowered the Planeswalkers, but as she was prepared to kill them, her creator, Sorin Markov, returned. He requested AVACYN accompany him to the Vault of the Archangel where he had once created her, but AVACYN did not recognize him, threatening him to stand down or face her wrath. She attacked Sorin Markov, but none of her spells affected him. Sorin told AVACYN that he was her creator, and for a short time, her madness withdrew. AVACYN officially denounced Sorin. Since he had created her, Sorin was also responsible for the flaw within her that had driven her to madness against the innocent of Innistrad, and thus, Sorin was responsible for the creation of Innistrad's greatest threat. AVACYN realized she could not harm Sorin, so she called her army of angels to attack him instead. The ancient vampire defeated the onslaught of angels, and AVACYN, left with no choice, attacked Sorin again. Sorin managed to plummet AVACYN through the cathedral floor into the vault of the Archangel. Sorin offered to heal his beloved creation, but she refused. AVACYN stated that she knew Sorin would bind her, because what cannot be destroyed must be bound. Sorin answered back that she could very well be destroyed, unraveling the spell that had originally formed her, thus unmaking AVACYN. AVACYN was now destroyed, but not before her last thought: I am AVACYN, I am to protect.